was phenomenal. The athleticism of especially the men, they were just amazing while being really graceful at the same time. So it was brilliant to see the mesh of like both classical dancing and gymnastic movements, and you could really see the culture behind everything they were doing.
基内特是资深舞蹈演员和导师，拥有自己的舞蹈学校。他还是顶级澳式体操芭蕾舞比赛冠军，知名澳式体操芭蕾舞学院院长和教练。他还是一名戏剧和影视演员，参演了澳大利亚诸多音乐剧、舞剧和影视剧。
Oh, they're phenomenal. You can really tell that they're really disciplined dancers, that every night they must come out and do the show to their nth degree and really perform their best ability every night, night after night. So you can really see how good they are.
基内特表示，神韵演出深层的文化内涵令其惊喜。
I just loved how it was so rich with culture and just how not to forget what's happened in the past and bring that through the future. I'll definitely draw from tonight's performance and take it back to the studio and show my children, what the world has to offer. Get yourself a ticket. It's amazing. The athleticism and the gracefulness mixed together is just phenomenal. A really great night at the theatre.
金唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。
Incredible. Just a real feast for the eyes, basically. A real nice marriage of incredible dancing and beautiful scenery, and then also technology built into that with the incredible animations on the backdrop.
历史芭蕾舞教师，曾荣获顶级澳式体操芭蕾舞比赛冠军，其故事被拍摄成纪录片并获奖。他表示，观看神韵令其收获颇丰。
And I've got to say, it really sort of took me on that trip through China. I felt like I was travelling through a culture and learning about things as the way they might have been hundreds, sometimes thousands of years ago. Really interesting. I've learned a lot of new things, and I didn't come here thinking that I would learn new things. I thought I'd come here and I'd be dazzled by the incredible dancing, which I was, but to also have been taken on that cultural journey and to really learn the history of the place that it came from was pretty awesome.
厉害表示，中国传统文化价值观在当今社会依然适用。
Absolutely, and I think sometimes it's important that we go back to our roots and think about where we came from and what's most important in life. It's easy to sort of get distracted by everything around us and lose sight of what's the most important. If I was to introduce it to them, I would say, wow, go, it's so much more than you'll expect it to be.
金唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。
2月16号，神韵世界艺术团在墨尔本丽晶剧院的2场演出再度爆满。影视演员梅西称自己在盼望多年后，终于如愿观看神韵，演出的分分秒秒都令其沉醉。
I've been hanging out to see Shen Yun for so many years because it's been an incredible thing, but I finally got down here and it was more than I expected. It was incredible. every second of it. And I wasn't expecting the series of short stories that they have, which was a really good breath of fresh air. I enjoyed it.
梅西是职业影视演员、主持人和模特。他赞赏神韵艺术家们为复兴中华传统文化做出的努力和其用心程度。
Yeah, definitely. And through the passion of the dancers themselves, you could see that they were I really want you to understand what we're getting out here. And then when the MCs announced that you can't actually see this in China, it was just made you really appreciate the fact that you'd come down and done it. What we have here, we can express ourselves in any way we choose, almost. And there's very little repercussions or persecution. But over there, where things are a little bit different, there's a struggle just to be who you want to be. And I think they did that really well.
梅西说，演出展现的神性内涵滋养了他的灵魂。
Being from my generation in science and math, that's what's important. To be able to be enriched by someone else's spiritual beliefs, I find that really enriching to my own soul because I felt like it was a little bit absent. So I'm really appreciative of when someone can do that for me. Come and see it, because I've spoken to people about it. I've seen all the promotions on the internet and all that, and I was like, yeah, that's a really brilliant production. I need that in my life. But the difference of being at home going, yes, I'm gonna see this, to sitting in the seats in front of the stage and feeling the music, feeling the dance, like seeing the eyes of the dancers. It's something you've got to be here to actually understand to its fullest. It's worth every second, trust me.
新唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。
Stunning, absolutely beautiful. The colours, the expression on the performers' faces, and just everything was just magical. The energy was just bounced off the stage. The facial expressions, the movement, just everything was just. I had goosebumps right from the start.
Oh, I thought it was amazing, the way it's been rehearsed. Every eyelash, every hand, the arm movements in particular were just beautiful. Amazing, yeah, a fine art for sure.
受访教师们表示，神韵令他们在教学上获得启发。
The way the choreography just flows and the way it's rehearsed. It's something to be admired and something to definitely work for. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the use of the fans and the fabric. For me, that's going to be something that I'm going to remember forever.
Absolutely, it makes me want to go home and work with my students to make them be more vibrant and beautiful on stage, their facial expressions, just everything. It gives you so much energy.
他们表示，神韵所弘扬的中华传统文化和价值观会令其学生和其他所有人受益。
Everything that Shen Young stands for is something that you want to teach your children and the future generations that are coming through as well. And I think that every single person should see something like this. It's just encouraging to know that there's something teaching others this beautiful culture. It's just amazing.
It's to be admired, yes. We need all those long-standing traditions. They can never be lost. It's what makes our world now the place it is. So, yeah, they'd be highly commended.
他们推荐所有人都来看神韵。
I think every single person should come along and see it. I really do. It just broadens their minds and their awareness of what else is out there. It's just beautiful.
Well, I think the beauty of art, it's good for the soul. You always come away from the theatre. It's lovely to walk out and have this warm feeling and think that you've been part of something special. Don't miss it. It's a lifetime experience. Tick it off your bucket list.
新唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。
It's a magnificent eye-opener, so it's really good to see. It's an entertainment, it's colourful, the movement's very good, and it tells a story. But, the artists make a magnificent, they paint a marvellous picture of Chinese history.
I'm just mesmerised. Technically brilliant. Absolutely amazing. To be able to dance like that and to land without making a noise is, I know, because I used to do dance, very hard to do. So I'm just awestruck. Oh, the colours and the colours that you'd never think would go together, that go together in such a gorgeous, natural way. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. There are no words to describe it really.
观众们感佩神韵复兴传统文化的使命，并表示保留传统价值观十分重要。
Well, I think it's important that you keep your culture. In any faith, you need to believe in yourself and keep your culture true. And it's all about history, and it'd be a shame to lose any of it really. And it's really strong, and it's great to see that they're keeping it strong and alive. Well, there was a lot of humour and also the sadness of obviously with the oppression, a little bit of this sadness there, with the people being held back from what they believed in. But then also the strength at the end to carry on through to the end. It was, and they were happy, and it was all about the belief and faith that kept them strong through the end. But it was well portrayed, a great story of Chinese history.
I would say you have to see this. It's just so beautiful, such a feast for the eyes.
新唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。
2月17日下午，神韵世界艺术团在满场观众的热烈掌声中，圆满结束了在澳大利亚墨尔本丽晶剧院的第10场，也是最后一场演出。观众们盛赞神韵的纯善与纯美，并感恩神韵艺术家们的付出。
I love the show. I thought it was so good, so entertaining. It was elegant and everything I expected it to be, actually. It was really good.
Wow, it's been stunning. From start to finish, the costumes, the colors, the integration of the technology, the screen, the background, and yeah, amazing. Don't miss out because it's just opening your eyes to a fantastic culture.
It's absolutely divine, and technique and professionalism is absolutely outstanding.
神韵致力于复兴5000年中华传统文化，观众们对此表示赞赏，并感佩神韵艺术家们的辛劳和付出。
I think that is a fantastic thing for them to be doing. And one of the attractions actually for the show is to know that it has so much history behind it, and I think China should embrace its history and bring it forward as the dancers are doing.
That commitment and that drive to this group of people that are going around the world and sharing their passion, and if it's the message and it's being reached to people through art and music and song and dance and costumes and colour, it's just a terrific product.
I really do appreciate their work. I can imagine how much hard work they put in this, and they're doing amazing work, and they contribute to the culture and the world a lot, like a lot of them. Like I really thank them from here. Thank you very much.
金唐人澳大利亚墨尔本记者站报道。